Now by the looks of it, King Charles can stick that coronation up his... Yeah, exactly that. Because the people of Britain have had enough.
Not my king! 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 Not my king!
Now I don't think he's anybody's king, because he's not acting like one. Yeah, he's not for the British people. Now let's take it back a bit. When King Charles put his hand on the Bible and swore to God that he'll protect the Christian faith, and all he's done is do the opposite.
God save the king! God save the king!
Now the guy looks like he doesn't even want to be there. He looks tired and he looks like he can't be bothered for this. You are the King of England. This is your role and your job.
I, William, Prince of Wales, pledge my loyalty to you, and faith and truth I will bear unto you, as your liege man of life and limb. So help me God.
Well, Charles, all this that you promised to do, you haven't done any of it, and how dare you kiss that Bible? You're lying on the Bible. Now that's a sin. Because ever since you've taken the role of a king, you've put more into the Muslim faith than Christians, and you're meant to be the leader of the faith. Now have a look at this, guys. Look at the difference. Look how excited he is giving this message, but at his own coronation, he looks like he wants to fall asleep.
Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan Mubarak. Ladies and gentlemen, as Muslims across the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth begin preparations to celebrate Eid after fasting for the holy month of Ramadan, I just wanted to convey my heartfelt best wishes to all who celebrate this festival, and to tell you just how much my wife and I are thinking of you at this special time of year. This last year, I know, has been deeply challenging for us all, and I'm only too aware of the impact of the pandemic on the Muslim community.
Now hold on a minute. What about the impact of the pandemic to the rest of the community, the British people? We all suffered from the pandemic, not just Muslims.
This year, so many families, like my own, will have an empty seat at their dinner table, and friends are no longer able to share the celebratory hug after Eid prayers.
And I'm still waiting for an Easter message, but that's gone now, so we won't get it this year. Ridiculous. Look what this woman's got to say about this.
At this point, I'm struggling personally to see any good in King Charles, because I feel like he, through his flirtation with other ideologies and his over-amplification of other ideologies, is actively, I believe, going out of his way to destroy the Church of England and also to destroy the monarchy. Charles has absolutely deserted everyone in this country that needs him the most. And so at this point, if you're wondering, do I think he should abdicate? 100% I think he should abdicate.
Yeah, and I agree. He should leave tomorrow, immediately. Because you know what, Charles? You're not putting British people first. And there might be some more dark stories about you and what you're into. Have a look at this.
As the DOJ's Epstein cover-up rumbles on, damning drone footage from Little St James Island has surfaced. And it confirms what the government and media have been desperately trying to keep hidden. Prince Andrew wasn't the only royal caught in Epstein's web. His older brother, the man now known as King Charles, ruler of Britain and the Commonwealth, was also ensnared in the blackmail ring. And Charles's role is even darker than Andrew's. We're talking about occult rituals and pagan rites with Luciferian influences. We're talking about underground stables, holding children as young as 5.
Now, if this is true, it might explain why this guy don't like God. and doesn't believe in the Christian faith, because he's a demon really. But let's continue and see what this woman has to say.
He is not bringing the stability to the country and the Commonwealth, which is part of his role. He is not even doing the bare minimum as defender of the faith. We have seen Bishop Kai's letter go viral. King Charles, he's not replied. And so when I did the interview with Andrew Galt and said, I have been told off camera that some people believe King Charles is a Muslim, I received so much slander.
So this woman claimed in an interview that she had some sources that were saying King Charles might be a Muslim. Let's have a look.
I've had people tell me off camera they believe King Charles is a Muslim. King Charles has long prioritised Islam, and to our detriment, he's sold us all out, I believe. And he has used, formerly the Prince's Trust, to push things like the Nectar Trust, to push a lot of Islamic ideologies. I uncovered that in the Kensington Orangery restaurant, everyone's being served halal.
Now, if you're not a Muslim, King Charles, why are you serving halal? That doesn't make sense. And here's another video of King Charles serving up some dates with the Muslim community inside Windsor. And he also allowed them to pray.
You are packing dates faster than I can see them. Sorry, I didn't realize the king would be so fast. You are packing dates faster than I can see them. Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, so I never realized this is a speedy couple.
You seem really happy there, Charles. You seem really happy. You seem like you're at home. So just go to the Middle East and don't come back to Britain. I haven't been to Windsor Castle yet. I'm waiting on a time where I can go there and pray to God and to Jesus. But I don't think that's going to happen. Now let's continue and see what this woman's got to say.
I would not go on and claim something and make something like that up. And they said, well, she doesn't say who her sources are. That's how it works, Poppet. You don't out your sources, do you? You protect your sources at all costs. And so the wider conversation here is, when we go back in time, Chucky has a very, very long history of not prioritising the Christian faith. And so he's compromised. When you become patron to the Islamic Centre in Oxford, when you take that Qatari and Saudi money for your Prince's Trust, or now formerly the King's Charitable Trust, when we have Qatar as one of the sponsors for Royal Ascot, when the Duchy is serving halal meat in 2010 and not marketing it as such, when we look and we see the Orangery in Kensington Palace are serving halal meat and not marketing it as such, we're getting a very, very, very clear indication. We have a king that would rather have a room full of another ideology to have their itfar in Windsor Castle than to do anything above scraping the bottom of the barrel for the faith he is allegedly defender of.
And that is absolutely true. The guy looked like he wanted to fall asleep at his own coronation when he's got to touch the Holy Bible and say he will commit and be loyal to the Christian faith. But whenever it comes to addressing the Muslims, he's as happy as ever. Have another look at this.
God does not burden any soul with more than it can bear. We hope that you have a blessed and fulfilling Ramadan.
And you keep acting like this, Charles, you're going to be met with boos and disrespect every time you make your public appearances. It is what it is. You need to leave immediately. Take away the throne from this guy. He's not our king.
Not my king! 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 Coronation up your arms! You can stick your coronation up your arms! You can stick your coronation! Stick your coronation! Stick your coronation!